Hi guys, I'm Steve and I teach physics at the Dublin Academy of Education, and I'm just going to go through, or not go through, but just talk a little bit about the physics exam higher level paper here. And what I will say first off the bat is, what a beautiful paper. Okay, section A, you had 5 questions and only do 3 this year, so abundance of choice. They look at acceleration due to gravity by free fall, very nice, no tricks in there. And there was really no tricks kind of going into any of them in that whole first section. So if you'd learned your experiments, you're good to go. There was mechanics, there was optics, another one from wave nature of light, you had the vaporization of water, and then finally I versus V for a semiconductor. A nice spread, so really nice there, and there was no tricks put in this year, which was much friendlier. Guys, then on to section B. I mean, again, section B, the multiple choice or the choice question in question 6, very nice questions in there. And if you did yourself an extra 1 or 2 just to cover yourself, you're well covered. But it was very, very nice. I'd say some students might have struggled with the mechanics question in question 7, just because of the calculations involved, or if they hadn't really gone through projectiles and things like that. But overall, again, there wasn't many tricks in here, and a nice question in there that he's actually asked before, just in a previous year. Now, the question I think people might have tripped up on or found a bit challenging was question 8. With resonance, and in particular probably just in part 3 where they're looking for the sketch of a suitable graph, maybe just because students hadn't seen it before, but realistically the A and B part of that they could already answer from the mandatory experiments, and the C part just required a little bit of thinking. And again, that's probably the only little trick I think in there. The rest, again, very nice. Guys, question 9, initially when I first read it I was a bit like, oh, this looks hard. Because they mention 4 kilograms of plutonium, and then they mention another mass of plutonium, and it just took a moment to read the question and go, oh, okay. And really this is a breakdown of nuclear equations and then half-life and decay. Very nice question. He stuck in there a little bit with heat on talking about a thermocouple. So that's the first question where he's really mixed 2 topics together, a bit of modern, a bit of heat. I was expecting more of that this year, but he didn't seem to really go that way. Question 11 was a lovely question on Van de Graaff generator and talking about electric fields. And then again, in the very end section, he did sneak in a bit of modern with the X-ray tube as well. But still very nice and approachable question. Question 11 as well, again, more of the harder stuff of electricity, but still no tricks that he hasn't given before or we haven't seen before. The question 12 was the option question, very nice question. And if you've prepared your option, which is, sorry, for the particle, it was very nice. There's no tricks in there that he hadn't given before. Guys, question 13 is where you get a random story and you talk about it. And to be honest, I looked at the random story and I said, yeah, looks nice. And then I ignored it entirely because I had so much choice in the paper. Why would I bother doing it? But question 14, look, again, pick 2 out of the 4 and you had great choices. It was honestly a very nice paper for students who had prepared. And even if you hadn't prepared, there was so much choice. So hopefully students are leaving today feeling good about the exam, and you know there's feeling like you've really got a chance to prove what you're capable of in physics. Best of luck in the rest of your examinations.